to start the game. As good as I've seen him. You know, for us, the way we're built, you know, we have to try to keep them out of the paint, try to force them into jump shots, and obviously they made every jump shot they looked at the first half. So it didn't matter whether we were triangling through man-to-man. We went 2-3 zone a couple possessions. They hit jump shots against that as well. So the credit really goes to them. I didn't think we probably fought quite as hard as we needed to fight early in the game. And I thought we had good looks the first 10 possessions. I think we only scored 2 of them. And, you know, they got off and running. And once they got confidence, it was really hard to stop. Jordan was outstanding. He was, you know, he was without question the best player on the floor today.
Questions, please?
Ricky, what did you sense about them maybe a little bit, that they were a little bit different today than when you faced them in Omaha?
Yeah, I mean, as Coach said, they came out and shot the ball really well to start the game. I mean, hit some tough shots, but we weren't doing our job to kind of make them miss. Allowed them to get going, allowed them to get their confidence up, and then kind of kept hitting shots throughout the game and made it tough for us to kind of chip away and get back in that one.
Obviously, Jordan didn't play much because of the injury in Omaha. How much of a difference is he when he's on the court?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty big. I think he scored 20-plus points today. I mean, shot really well from outside, and just kind of caused us to have to stretch the defense a little bit, which gave them lanes to get to the basket. I mean, that's something kind of, if you're playing St. John's, you got to keep them out of the paint, and when they're hitting like that, it's kind of tough to stop both, and that's what we didn't do today.
For Coach McDermott, how unusual was that for Jordan to have a day like that from three-point range? Because he's certainly not known as a three-point shooter.
I appreciate that he waited for this game to do it. You know, he's played better as of late, and has had games where he shot it better. But we didn't have an answer for him today, and you know, he was. You know, they started a small lineup, which, you know, for some teams that might pose a problem for St. John's when they're that small. For us, because we essentially play 4 guards with Ricky at the 4, we had a hard time taking advantage of it the first half. I didn't think our centers, the guys we went with to start the game, and the first time they went in, did a very good job of taking advantage of mismatches. The second half, we did a much better job. Grizel was good down there. Artino was effective and active with some seals, but we weren't able to make that happen for us at the start of the game, which is when we needed to have it happen. And in some ways, it was we would have been better offensively with Obekba on the floor than the guys they had on the floor.
Greg, in terms of the way that St. John's is on attack without Obekba, does switching that lineup make them more dangerous in some ways?
Well, I mean, you can pull him away from the basket in ball screens. That's how we won the game in Omaha. You know, we played Hagner at the 5 and pulled him away until we had 5 or 6 threes that game. And, you know, today they were able to really switch everything. And as I talked about earlier, because we didn't take advantage of it in the post, it really played right into their hands. And by the time our guys figured out what needed to happen, we were already down 20.